Senator Cruz. During your victory speech on Monday, you said, and I quote, at least 3 times, "Morning is coming." What are you talking about?
Thank you, Miss Piggy. Let me start by saying, God bless America! And God bless Iowa. God bless New Hampshire, God bless South Carolina, God bless Nevada. They need it the most, don't they? Tequila!
You're insane, you're a maniac. I said it before, I'm going to say it again, you're a maniac. Let me tell you something. Also, has anyone seen this? There's a video of Ted Cruz trying to hug his daughter, and she doesn't want to be anywhere near him. All right? If I go, listen, when I hug my daughter, it's more than a hug. You understand? It's way more than a hug. I cop it for you. Yeah.
Donald Trump, you've been calling yourself a winner and everyone else a loser since June of last year, and frankly, for a long time before that. How does it feel to lose Iowa to Ted Cruz and have Marco Rubio hot on your tail?
Good. Well, by the way, I didn't lose Iowa, all right? I don't know if you're familiar with the Iowa caucus, but first of all, it's unfair. Second of all, they have coin flips, okay? Let me tell you something. When I'm president of the United States, my face will be on both sides of every coin. That's number 1. Number 2, I'm not a loser. You're a loser, Tom Brokaw.
Well, that's great. That's great, Donald Trump. You know what? I'm sick of you. Yeah, there, I said it. Yeah, you know what my campaign staff said? I need to unbuckle my belt a little bit. Well, it's coming off, and here I am, Donald Trump.
You're unbuckling your belt? What are you going to do? You're going to spank me?
Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will spank you, because that's what you need, Donald. You need a good spanking. Yeah, I may not win. I bet Rubio's probably going to get it, or Cruz. I don't even know. But the gloves are off. Dr. Carson, are you asleep? Dr. Carson is asleep. John Kasich is seething because he actually hasn't gotten a chance to talk. Okay, sure, thanks, Chow. I appreciate it. No one's given me a chance to talk. I feel so bad for you, by the way. Oh, great. And also, now we're all saying by the way because of Donald Trump. Thanks for that, Donald. Anyone notice that? Everyone says by the way more than they used to. You gotta get rid of this guy. He's ruining the English language. He is literally making everyone say by the way when there wasn't anything that they were talking about before that was related to it. By the way, when I was governor of Ohio, hey, hold on a second here. This was my rebuttal moment, all right? My belt is off and I was getting interesting and you guys took that from me and I don't like it. You're just like my brother and my mother and my father and I'm not gonna take it anymore. Senator Rubio, by the way, if you're just now tuning in, this is John Ratzenberger. Thank you for the show. Cheers. Still relevant. You came very close to Senator Rubio. You came very close there to. Sorry, I was looking at the camera. We didn't even do that on Cheers, so it's tried not to. Senator Rubio, you came very close to defeating Donald Trump in Iowa. Right? How do you plan to use this momentum here in New Hampshire and beyond? Thank you, John Ratzenberger, and I do remember you on Cheers. You were my favorite character.
Yes.
You know, I believe there was a bartender on that show named Sam Malone. Now, my father wasn't Irish, and he wasn't Sam, and he probably wouldn't be played by Ted Danson. He'd be played by someone better looking. He was a bartender, and he moved here from Cuba. My mother was a maid, and they worked very hard. They worked very hard to be here. And they came here legally. Now, the rules were different at that time, and I plan on changing them. Because if I was in The Princess Bride and I climbed the cliffs of insanity, I would absolutely kick the person coming up the rope in the face. Because they should have to figure out a different way up that cliff.
Oh, look at that. Can you see that? He's Cuban, for Christ's sakes, and he doesn't even like immigrants. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. It makes sense that I don't like immigrants, okay? Let me tell you something. Because if you're from Scotland originally, or Ireland or England, you're not really an immigrant. It was your God-given right to be here. Listen, I've gone to church since I was a little boy. Norman Vincent Peale was my pastor. Look, I'm a great guy. Let me tell you something. We will build it with the money from China.
I thought China's economy was kind of in the...
What are you, some kind of... You're fired. You're great. We're going to make America great again. You'll come around. You're a white guy, so you will like me. Listen, white guys, we have a certain connection.
Yeah, definitely.
So anything I say, you agree with.
I'm actually Hispanic.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's good.
You couldn't have known that.
I don't like you. You're like one of those spies.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't like Mexican spies. No, we're going to make America great again.
You couldn't have
You know
possibly
what?
known that.
I'm going to convince you to work for me. That's great. You're going to work for the CIA.
Well, it's an honor to be here tonight. As I said, the gloves are off. Our biggest problem with gun control is that we are not honoring the Constitution of the United States. Now, while the Ten Commandments do say, "Thou shalt not kill," there was also someone named Jesus, and he got very upset in the temple. And if you take that passage, what that temple passage is actually about is, if you come into my school and I'm a first grader, I should be able to kill you.
You're going to make me cry.